joking. It's enough good joke. Knock, knock. Ring the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Bell podcast. If I'm not mistaken, this is episode 5, right? Five? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can fucking tell it. Welcome to another episode of Bell podcast. This is episode 5. This is New Year's Resolution 2026, inspired by New Year's Revolution, which we're celebrating several years ago, where Adam Edge Copeland cashed in the first ever Money in the Bank contract to win that pretty title back there, which she turned, and then literally that next Monday had a live sex show with Lita. Not saying there's gonna be a live sex show tonight because
absolutely the fuck not.
Ain't no bitches here, but
and we can't get no.
Hey, we get more hoes than Stokely though.
That's a fact.
But this is what we're gonna do is have our own makeshift PLE where 3 resolutions from myself, 3 resolutions from Blackout the Rebel, which I think he has some very interesting ones. And we're going to go through them and discuss them with you. But as always, as I say, DJ Mainstream, voice of the voiceless, patent pending. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Your tribal thief, jackal of all trades, Blackout the Rebel.
This man here.
Self-published author, rapper, producer, writer, podcaster.
Someone ask me.
Let's fucking go.
Why? Someone tell me why. And of course, in the background of the studio, Jay Vittor music is playing. All of a sudden, Jacob Fatu's lo-fi song just came on. It's real out here today on the Bell to Bell podcast as we're really tapped in.
That's a whole fact.
But as we always do before any episode of Bell to Bell podcast, we do our Before the Bell, which is whatever show or whatever PLE we're watching. So tonight we're watching the live stream of TNA Genesis of all their current, all previous episodes and PLE of TNA Genesis. Right now it's the tag team match they had. I forgot what year. I think this is 07. When Jay Lethal and Austin Creed, who we know as Xavier, was in WWE, I think were the tag team champions in TNA, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. Damn, my TNA knowledge is good. Fuck yeah. But yeah, but we're currently watching Genesis as we get into our 3 and 3 picks. So, who wants to start? You or me, sir? We don't really have to coin flip for this shit. It's not the draft, ladies and gentlemen, which you should actually pay attention to because the draft was really
Listen,
good.
man, you know me. I'm controversial as fuck. I'm coming in hot. Let's go. One of my first take that I think is gonna happen in 2026, or at least something that I want to see in 2026. That 2-year contract with Samantha Irvin is up this year.
You know what?
I want to see her at AEW.
Oh, I didn't expect you to say that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Right with Ricochet. Having more freedom than she did with WWE because that was always her issue. I want to be more than just the ring announcer. Give her the flexibility and freedom to be able to do shit outside of it. She's a singer. She's a flutist. She does all of this other extra shit. Stop trying to pigeonhole people just because you're scared that they're going to become bigger than what you want them to be.
Yeah, WWE.
That's my first prediction.
I like that. There was some light internet chatter a few days ago when they saw not a tweet, but I think there was a comment or something that Samantha said in regards to you never know. And I'm hoping that we're very optimistic.
Yeah.
This is my honest feeling. I feel like Samantha in AEW will be just as vital as Renee is in AEW. Because, one, the same logic of WWE of keeping the couples together. Because Ricochet, his wife is right there. Keep that man happy.
Yep.
But 2, I'm thinking the fact that AEW has all these factions. We just shared on our Instagram recently, Lacey Lane, who just got signed to AEW, is now in Ring of Honor, is now the manager for Leo Rush and Action Andretti crew in Ring of Honor. Great. I love that. I don't know who Samantha can link with. I don't even want to say make it obvious to put her with her husband because that may make it too much of an obvious situation. But I'm here for her to be a manager. Shit, I would love to mind seeing her wrestle. I got an idea for you. Samantha Irvin and Mercedes Moné. Let's throw it back to a time where I'm not gonna mention his name, But a certain wrestler in WWE had his own personal ring announcer. Hear me out. Let's give Mercedes her own personal publicist, who actually can throw down if she needs to. Enter Samantha. I think partner Samantha and Mercedes would be interesting TV, but
nigga, interesting. Nigga, you put Mercedes with anybody and that shit gonna be interesting.
Very.
But Samantha, everybody, she's so well loved.
She is.
She's so well loved and so respected because she cares about this shit. Mm-hmm. And when anybody cares about it, like, honestly, I think that shit matters. I think always back to that moment where you hear her voice crack and she breaks out almost in tears.
Yeah.
The new WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. Oh my God. And then just putting her own sauce and flavor on it. I will never be able to hear Chelsea Green get called out and make it sound the same as when it did when Samantha was doing it. Oh my goodness. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I like the piggyback that you did on that one.
Yeah, because honestly, if we're going to be honest here, which is one of, matter of fact, that's perfect because it actually goes into my first resolution here, something I'd like to see in 2026.
Okay.
If we're honestly saying that AEW should, well, not AEW, but Samantha should consider AEW, then shit, my resolution is simple. Sign more people AEW, I beg you. Please, keep signing people in AEW. The reason why, it evens out the market. I was supposed to look up the information now. I'm going to do it literally right here on this episode. But I feel like WWE started to pigeonhole the market to what they were doing for a long amount of time because there was no other rival. When you had WCW there, yeah, you never know who's going to show up on a Monday or Nitro or who's going to show up on Raw.
Yeah.
Same thing goes on if they're going to show up on Thunder or if they're going to show up on SmackDown, whatever.
Right.
Now we're at a point where we're trolling but celebrating that Andrade is the first wrestler to go from AEW, WWE, to AEW, to WWE, to AEW in literally the span of 2 years. 2 years, my guy.
That nigga is worse than Tyrone Lue.
Oh my God, bro. Like, what are we doing? And the same reveal. Wait. Oh shit, it's Andrade. Bro, we know it's Andrade. Who else Matt Stack gonna be? Like, come on. I love me Andrade, but we wouldn't have the moments like that if it wasn't for AEW. So please, AEW, keep signing people. The part of the reason I'm saying that is because I actually wanted to get the actual number. AEW.
While you're getting that, I have a new theme song for Andre.
Yeah.
You got to do T-Pain, but you got to do this. You got to specifically do the part where he's like, this away, that away, this away.
No, it's so damn stupid.
Listen.
Oh shit.
It's perfect. It goes together.
In 2025, All Elite Wrestling has signed notable wrestlers such as Speedball Mike Bailey, Mina Shirakawa, Josh Alexander, and Megan Bain. The reason why I wanted to make it such a highlight because I want to actually look at one more thing here. Ace Austin also got signed. Kevin Knight, Alex Windsor, Tekla all got signed in 2025. There's going to be people that are going to constantly sit here and berate what AEW is because there are the super indie I've heard. Oh, well, they're not as clean cut as WWE.
So, they don't have to be. Who says they need to be?
My number one thing is, forget all the clean cut shit. Make sure people have jobs. Shit is tough out here.
Yeah.
And if not for the regular 9-to-5 people, definitely for wrestlers, because WWE is not signing everybody. And now we're at a point where even the indies are starting to die. And that's what's getting me scared because now, bro, there's several...
He knows better than me. All I know is Ring of Honor and House of Glory. Shout out to y'all.
There's several independent companies across the United States that are either closing doors. Shout out to Deadlock Pro Wrestling and all the Deadlock Pro boys over there that are closing up because either A, fans are not coming out, financial hardship, wrestlers who are... Shout out to Kevin Blackwood, another independent wrestler I follow his career. A 9-year veteran. He's walking away because of his mental health. That's also a part of it as well. Like, I need AEW to stay afloat. I need, for everybody who's knocking them and want them sold and want them to close doors, no. keep AEW going, and AEW needs to keep signing more people because this way we can balance out the market. There's no way and how Swerve Strickland gets a multi-million-dollar contract if it wasn't for the fact that WWE saw what he was doing, and more than likely offered him something under the table, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay with a company that gave me the chance." Same thing goes with Toni Storm. I hate seeing that online. Oh, well, why Toni Storm don't go back to WWE? Why would she? She can do everything she wants in AEW. Kissing girls, winning championships, making money.
She kissed pussy, man.
Hello.
Like, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not. Y'all know I like to
We're
put
not
on
exaggerating.
Yo, somebody sent me that, and she didn't realize that I have a whole wrestling podcast. I had to tell her like,
the face first.
yo, I had to tell her like that's Toni Storm. That
Where's that DJ
she does
play?
that.
Face first. That's what Toni Storm does on a regular basis.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for AEW, we wouldn't get great moments like that with Toni Storm.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah, I want just AEW keep going, keep signing people, keep being dope, man. What you got?
Before I forget, I'm gonna go into my next pick in a second, but I want to take a time to give a special shout out to Chris Moon. I did my segment of Late to the Party last night, where I'm watching old school NXT episodes to get more familiarized with the previous seasons and characters and things of that nature. So Chris Moon was very active, going back and forth, asking a lot of really good questions, and eventually I invited him to come, so we was talking back and forth.
Hey.
We literally watched 2 whole episodes, damn near, almost 3, but I had to go home because it was 4:30 in the morning at that point.
This guy.
So yeah, shouts to him, shouts to Teddy. He was another one that was given a lot of good questions and a lot of good engagement and interaction. Shouts to everybody else that was online. Shouts to the gentleman, Buddha is the one. He was the one that commented on the video that I did on the episode when I was talking about Vince wouldn't let this shit rock.
Oh, yes.
That went viral.
Yeah.
You guys can check it out. It's on TikTok. He definitely corrected me and was like, 2019 was a horrible year for wrestling.
It was.
To be fair, and I did state that, I wasn't around to watch that, so I don't know, but I guess you can confirm that that is true.
2019 was rough.
I stand corrected. Cool. Now,
We was
getting
out
back...
here feeding Roman dog food. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Now, to my pick. What's something I want to see in 2026? And we were talking about this while Yana was still setting up and while we were transitioning from going on live. If there was ever a moment where all of the pieces kind of feel like they're aligning, I feel like right now is a perfect opportunity, especially now that she's going to be back on camera. Mm-hmm. This is the year where I can see some type of belt being around Jada Parker's waist.
you really are adamant on this.
I'm really adamant because before she started getting into whatever shit she was getting into behind the scenes, she was doing ladder matches. Mm. She was doing underground matches. She was doing Royal Rumbles. She was all over the fucking place. She literally, if she would have continued that trajectory, she would have been no different than where Lash Legend is. So you put her in this position now, on top of the fact that if you look at the landscape of the women that's on NXT right now, charisma-wise, she dwarfs most of them. Easily.
Yeah.
Only thing you can maybe argue is maybe the wrestling. And I would hope that all this time in between, she's been getting sharp as shit, comes back extra battery in her back, busting ass fucking shit up. And like I was saying, hopefully you're watching this. You watched our previous recording or whatever. If you change to be a submissionist, you could really dominate the game and become the female Gunther of NXT. Because you have the lower body weight that's heavy if you were to do like a lion tamer or like we called it, the parallel Parker. And you were to lean all your weight into somebody, you can make somebody submit and tap out very easily. So that's just something to put out there. But I want to see a belt around Jada Parker's waist for 2026.
I actually wanted her to continue to using her that weight, but also, as you say that you wanted her to be more submissionist and like a grappler, I think if we get to the point of having Jada Parker becoming a part of that core, and I think I said this off on the pre-show, where she adds to that middle tier leading back into NXT Women's Contention, I'll be okay with a JC Jane getting called up, a Blake Monroe getting called up, because I think if you look at the crowd reaction of how Jada Parker is in NXT,
Hey, Miss Parker.
you have someone
Miss
there that
Parker.
could carry that audience feel, all that's necessary to keep NXT alive, because that audience is the core reason a lot of us do also tune into NXT every week.
Mm-hmm.
They are part of the show. But in throwing that in, talking about NXT, I have to talk about my pick.
I love this. We did not plan this, by the way.
No, we did not, because it all just flows into what we're talking about. My second resolution for this year that I need to make sure that's a focus. Please, for the love of God, do not fumble Obafemi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Please, for the love of God, don't fumble Obafemi. This is the reason why. We're now, again, and I mentioned this on the pre-show, that we're now going into this lane of retirement tour after retirement tour after retirement tour. Because, yeah, John Cena's is done, and then there's a rumor of Chris Jericho coming in, and then AJ Styles says he's almost done, and let me tell y'all something. Obafemi should be positioned as your next legend killer. Obafemi, and I think I've said this on social media, also shout out to my homegirl Lovely, because she said it as well. Obafemi should be the person that put Brock Lesnar's ass in the dirt. Obafemi should be your new conqueror. Obafemi should be what Brock Lesnar was years and years ago, your next big thing. Without having the next big thing, Paul Heyman nickname on. Let him be just the ruler.
Are you saying he should be the new ring general?
Oh my God. Bro, I'm saying we're at a point where Obafemi's last week, when we're recording, would be last week NXT where Obafemi ended the show with leaving the title in the middle of the ring. There's many words about how people feel about it. I don't know if Blackout will agree, I think that was a perfect way for Oba to relinquish the title. Oh, why did he beat Ricky Starks anyway? Because the fuck he can. Because he's Obafemi, because he can do that. If Ricky gets it back, cool, let Ricky have it. But he's not going to get a chance to beat it off of Oba. Because Oba doesn't need to go back to NXT. He needs to move up. And from here, he should be the one to beat Brock Lesnar. He should be the one to eventually beat Gunther. He should also be the one to eventually surpass whatever, matter of fact, I think it's CM Punk's reign. That 434 world title reign that CM Punk had, Oba should beat that too. Obafemi is what you were looking for John Cena years ago. Obafemi is what you were looking for in Hulk Hogan years ago. That's where I think, and for all the people who say they don't see it, you're not looking hard enough. That man has improved.
Or you're not looking dark enough. This is WWE we're talking about. This is white wrestling entertainment.
He said it, because I don't have to say it.
I'll always
Because
say
if you ignore skin color alone, charisma, mic skills, ring presence, ring skills. The number one thing that you missing from him, out of all of this, is story. Because when you plug in Oba Raw or SmackDown, which I think he should go to Raw or SmackDown, it does not matter. Oba is the constant. It does not matter. Oba should be the constant in WWE going forward. Don't fumble him. Please, don't fumble Obafemi.
And now, to make it a smooth transition, that goes very well with my next pick. You want to talk about people not being fumbled? Please, do not fuck up what we got going on with Javon Evans.
Oh,
my nigga.
Yeah.
Let's start off by addressing why the fuck was he signing his contract during the commercial break?
A commercial break? Are we kidding here?
We didn't do that with Jordan Grace.
Nope.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
What
That's number one. Number two, he hasn't even had his he's had his first real match already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's had his first.
But it hasn't really been a whole month yet, and we're already seeing reports coming out. oh, we think Javon is a star, but we don't think he's the superstar. It's like, why? Who's leaking that? Why would that even be said?
That was so inappropriate.
And then WWE has this thing. WWE has this thing where, to some degree, it likes to act like some women out there. I said some.
Not all.
The reason why I say some is because WWE and some women, what they both have in common, accountability.
Oh shit.
When y'all are wrong, y'all don't ever like to do the Jey Uso and run it back. If something like that comes out, the first thing that you should do is issue a statement saying, we apologize for any misconception that we don't support and are completely behind Javon Evans the way that we should be. He is a star and we definitely see great things going for. Like, even if you yourself personally do not believe it, you have to save face and make it look good. This is a person that's representing your company. At the end of the day, this is your team. Why the fuck would you want to badmouth somebody that you just drafted?
Are you saying women don't apologize?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Go ahead, continue, King. You got it. You got it, King.
This ain't the pod for that. Y'all can go to those other pods for that.
Yeah,
yeah, like there's a track record that speaks for itself when it comes to Javon. You can look at everything that he's done since he started NXT. You can see the bangers that he put on when he went against Obafemi, the way that mainstream was talking about Oba. You could talk about that.
Yeah.
You can talk about the matches that he was doing on SmackDown, Saturday Night Main Event, AAA, Raw, all within the same fucking week. Throwing up the fours like the four horsewomen over here. Like, he's really good and he's healthy. The people love him. He's young. He's eager. He has that bright-eyed, bushy-tailed look where I'm living out my fucking dream. He has that Samantha Irving love for this shit the way I was talking about earlier, where people just gravitate and love that because he gives a fuck. He's young enough to, he's not tarnished yet. He hasn't gone through a lot of the shit that a lot of other people have gone through. He's here, he's healthy, he's ready to wrestle, he gives you bangers, he's athletic, he's good on the mic, the people love him. At what point is it that we can't push somebody like him? Why? Because he's black? Now we got to figure out a tag team to put him in?
I don't think it's that.
The New Day is full. We don't have enough people. He's not a bloodline, so I don't know what you want to do with him now. I'm sorry. What else is there?
I will say this, and honestly, I don't like the fact that Javon was signed during a pre-show. It might as well have been a pre-show.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that Javon Evans was signed during a commercial break. I don't even like the fact that Trick Williams had promos before he officially signed to SmackDown on Raw during commercial breaks. I don't even like the fact that we've gotten to a point where, even since you mentioned in New Day, that we still got this storyline going on with them and Grayson Waller, and it don't fucking work because we're just putting Grayson Waller on TV. I fucks with Grayson Waller, but Grayson Waller should be in a situation where, and I'm sorry to say, no knock on Grayson, he's definitely one of those guys that should go back to NXT and be a super senior for a little bit.
Well, if you guys remember back to my draft, when we were doing that episode, I actually did construct a storyline with Grayson.
You did.
With the help of Yano here, giving the name, the title, the gray area, where Grayson joins all of the tag teams in SmackDown and Raw. None of them work. The reason why they don't work is because he's bigger than being a part of a group. He has to be the front man of the group.
Right.
Where he plucks Evolve, PC, ID, NXT wrestlers, and now he has a faction, not just a tag team. Yeah. And now they go through wrecking shit to different tag team divisions, really stirring up shit. Going to SmackDown when he's not on there, just for the fuck of it. So now when there's a PLE, now you get the whole almost Raw versus SmackDown thing that we used to love, because I think that's something that needs to come back.
I swear, the chemistry myself and Blackout the fucking Rebel has.
Listen, man.
Let me talk to you. Because my third thing was legit in factor to what he was saying, because it's something that I actually want to bring up here on the episode. My third thing I want to do in 2026 is more brand supremacy. I would love to see more brand supremacy. I would love to get more things definitive between how Raw and how SmackDown carry things going in 2026. The same thing can also be said and going forward with how AEW cycles on how they do Dynamite and Collision. I love the fact that right now I'm looking at AEW, but it's two different shows. It's not very. They both have uniqueness between one of them. I can go on Wednesday and I'll see me a fucking Kenny Omega match, which I fucking can't wait till this Wednesday. I get to see me a Kenny Omega match, but then on Saturday I'm gonna see my TNT champion on TNT on Collision wrestling fucking against Henchicero, which I do believe, good sir, if you have some time, yo, Mark Briscoe and Henchicero put on a fucking match on Collision yesterday. But anyway, that's not even the point where I'm trying to get to. My primary thing here is we need to be very distinctive of what we're doing as far as these brands going in 2026. Raw and SmackDown, again, I mentioned it already. I like that Ava mentioned we have Evolve talent being plucked from Evolve to NXT. I love that. I love seeing Trill London having a promo on social media this past week. I love seeing the fact that Shawn Legacy is doing more stuff with the NXT roster. Yo, Shawn Legacy had a great fucking viral video on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It was fucking hilarious. Of him doing the Joe Henry spin. And you know,
oh yeah, I did.
That shit was hilarious. That had me
that was
crying.
Good. That was good.
But I called it. I drafted Shawn Legacy for a reason.
You did.
Because it's time. Like, he's doing a lot there for no reason. Put him where he needs to be. I will also say the same thing goes for like a Brooks Jensen in Evolve. That is a big country boy. Shit, if you like putting people in tag team, him and Shiloh Hill would be a great tag team together.
Brooks and Shiloh?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Put them together. I love it. Listen, a couple weird niggas destructed through the tag team division. Imagine them going against OTM. Fucking a couple of horses. Them and Hank and Tink.
I see what you're saying, and I think that's really good. Now, if you want to be really messy and toxic, you know me. I love me some toxicity. Miss you, Mandy.
Love Island lover over here. This nigga.
If you want to be toxic, you could have Shiloh tag team with Cam Hendricks.
That's
formerly known as Anthony Luke. They have history back at LFG. Can they put their differences aside to go chase the bag and get the belt?
Yeah, I see it now. The tag team's called Strange Bedfellows. That's not the point here. You really like. I really think that we should really get things distinctive in 2026 with these brands. I get it. Raw's going to be treated like the the favorite child, and SmackDown's the redheaded stepchild. That's no offense to the fact that we're
rightfully so.
Yeah, rightly so. But we're at a point now that if we're calling these NXT superstars up, I don't want to see Javon popping up on SmackDown. His ass needs to be on Raw almost every fucking week. I don't want to see Trick Williams show up on Raw no more. His ass needs to be on SmackDown every week because now he is going to be the SmackDown wrestler that I think of. But don't have him do those stupid ass promo on Raw to make a point. No, don't have CM Punk show up on SmackDown either just because he's world champion. The only two that should show up on all brands, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Evolve, is the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Why? Because they're the only titles in WWE that set the precedent that can be defended on all brands. Other than that, keep your ass where y'all are. Stay in your lane. Because that's where we start getting to the point where we're taking TV time from other people. And SmackDown has 3 hours. Let's fill that with the fucking roster, please. Thank you.
You can keep your ass where you at. 369. Listen, man. Sorry, I had a little flashback.
What we doing here? Damn. Do you have one more, sir? One more resolution?
One more resolution. It's not necessarily one, it's a couple, but you can wrap it up as being one. I want to see certain people have belts.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Who do you think should get a championship this year?
Shout outs to the gentleman that I had the utmost pleasure of speaking with on a personal level. Des Xavier, I text you Happy New Year's a couple of days ago, and I told you straight up, I was like, I hope to see, I foresee you getting a belt at some point this year.
Yeah.
Des Xavier is one of them. Absolutely with the tear that Killer Cross has been on last year.
Yeah.
There's no reason why there should be some brand that doesn't award him some type of belt, or he earns his right to get a title defense or something like that.
I like that.
So that's what I would like to see. So that's more so for the indies. If we're talking for the main, AEWs and all that, when it comes to AEWs, I really don't care about belts. I get good storylines. It don't matter who the fuck is wrestling. Listen. I'm good.
About it.
I'm good.
Talk about it.
I just saw Hangman and Swerve. No belt whatsoever. Thoroughly entertained. Beating the shit. I saw a nigga get hanged with a chain, and he wasn't black. It's so beautiful. Let's go. I'm good. I don't need a belt.
Oh shit.
Now, when it comes to WWE, it's a little different because sometimes you do need a belt to kind of further certain things along.
Very true.
And then sometimes you have people that hold on to belts too long, which is something that I did speak on last night during the live, where we're in a very accelerated rate time period that we're in right now. With social media, everything is instant. You can order food right to your house. You can order whores to your house. This is the age that we're in. With that being said, it's really difficult to have somebody hold a belt for so long without it getting stale and getting boring, and we got to pass the torch to somebody else, especially while everybody's in the position of transitioning on, retiring, or people are becoming more injury prone. People are starting to see more opportunities elsewhere. Like, that's a big thing. So if we're talking about SmackDown, if we're talking about Raw, I would like to see, like I said, I think it's still early for Javon. As much as I love him, I can wait on that. Build up a good storyline. Don't just hand people over to just because they're my favorites. I don't know. I think shake shit up.
I have a shake shit up pick.
Oh, you go first.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at some report that came out that they're actually thinking about positioning Ilya Dragunov in the main event title scene. Right?
I remember you saying that.
And I don't mind that. I'm not saying Ilya is going to be a WWE champion this year. But what I do think, after Drew, I think if it's not Cody or Roman, we should do somebody brand new. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing this year, which is a bold freaking take, which may not happen, but I wouldn't mind seeing this year. A random moment, maybe Money in the Bank, he wins it, cash it in, Trick Williams become WWE champion. I would not mind it.
Hey, let's talk about it.
I would not mind it.
I'm glad you said it.
Hot shot him for the one time, a la WWE a World Heavyweight Championship when Randy Orton first won it when he was 19. Now, I'm granted, Randy is not Trick, but you already have Trick coming out confronting Sami Zayn, former WWE WrestleMania main eventer, confronting Randy Orton, former 14-time world champion. You now have him fighting for a slot in the number one contendership Fatal 4-Way at Saturday Night's main event. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't even check against two. But you're positioning Trick into a point where you want him in the main event scene. I think you give him the Money in the Bank. Let him win the Money in the Bank. Okay. And then by the end of the year, fuck it. Have him the same slimy way Drew was when he won the WWE Championship, and have him beat, I don't care who it is, someone random. And Trick say, yeah, I did it all by myself. Carry the WWE Championship. And him hiding to not defend that shit.
Pulling a Dominic.
Why not? Interesting TV.
I'm not mad at it.
But yeah, that would be my out the blue what the fuck type of championship win. I won for the women's, but I gotta let it marinate a little bit.
Okay, fair. I mean, yeah, like I said, I want to see a belt on Jada Parker, so that's NXT.
Yeah.
With the rumblings that has been talked about these last couple of weeks, I would love to see Bianca return.
Ooh.
I think people have been hinting at this heel turn, And I think it would be a perfect time with everything that's going on with her and Naomi. We still are waiting for that Bianca versus Jade. But honestly, I don't think it's as good as people think it's going to be.
No.
I think there are two powerhouses, but the only thing that's going to make this not as eventful as people assume it's going to be, one of them can't wrestle that well.
I'll let y'all take
Bianca's good. I don't know if she's good enough to carry that shit because it takes two to tango. Because you're going to fuck around and have a situation where Nikki Bella, she's going to be kicking John Cena.
I'm sorry.
Like she can only do but so much. And listen, I love Bianca. She's amazing.
She is.
But there's certain things where even she can't compensate for.
She can't compensate for Jade Cargill's lack of experience.
And honestly,
she cannot.
And honestly, realistically, Bianca, would you even want to wrestle Jade at this point right now? You got injured by one of the top tier wrestlers because it was Io Sky that when she did the slam and it broke her knuckle.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the genius in the sky, who is literally flawless in mostly every match, and that little hiccup happened. Can you imagine what the fuck might happen if you go against Jade? She's already injured Michin and BFAB. She's getting a reputation now. Not a good one.
It's not.
So
It's not. You're right.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
I would say, I'll be honest with you, and the way that things are going on AEW, and I just love how we're now moved into a different era where, like the other night, again, I was watching on Saturday, Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, and Harley Cameron all came out. It was like the first time I've ever seen
The three of them together in a while?
Yeah, but not only three of them together in a while, but three babyface women with the top titles in the fucking company. Like, Chris Statlander is the women's world champion.
Mm-hmm.
The Babes of Wrath, Willow and Harley are the women's world tag team champions. The first ones ever. And then now Willow is the TBS champion.
Yep.
It's like, damn, I've never seen it positioned that way. But in that thought process, I'm thinking, because the way they're constantly doing a pulling back and forth and how much she's done this year, I wouldn't be surprised if Tekla becomes your women's world champion this year in AEW. She's given some great back and forth with some of the top like good women in AEW. I don't expect, because Mercedes just announced she's going on break for a while. Mm-hmm. I don't expect Mercedes to come back and automatically go for the AEW Women's World Championship again, but I do expect her to be positioned around it. So while that position is happening, I think Tekla, this is her time. That eventually we get to a point of Tekla becoming Women's World Champion. That would be my big shot in AEW.
Interesting. Okay.
You have any other shots?
I don't really know the whole cast of AEW that well, but like I said, AEW is whatever. I don't care what the fuck y'all got, what y'all do. Y'all can do a pie eating contest for all I fucking care. That shit's gonna sell. That shit's gonna be gold.
I'm freaking.
But I mean, yeah, what you're saying, it sounds pretty good. I mean, for Mercedes to come right back and go straight to women's championship, that almost kind of feels like what happened with Rhea, constantly being in women's wrestling
Pretty much.
belt territory.
Pretty
it's
much.
like, we know that she's great and we love her to death, but it's like,
Is it
when it's not
necessary?
even a part of the storyline, it's like you're forcing it.
Is it
It's
necessary?
not natural.
Right. Yeah.
And then Mercedes, she was on a tear last year. She can do anything at this point in time. She's not a Grand Slam champion, I don't think. But damn it, if she can really have the flexibility and freedom to do what the fuck she wants,
Why not?
she could speak to Tony Khan directly and be like, listen, this is what I feel like I think I should do. And he's probably going to let her rock.
Probably, because I mean that her whole run this past year and a half since she's debuted in AEW, all hits, no misses, man.
Speaking of, one of the belts that Mercedes took last year, the person that she took it from, she just had her tryouts on WWE.
Yes,
Diana Phoenix Noir.
Yeah. She definitely got her WWE tryout. Listen, that Mercedes effect, man. I'm telling you, untouchable. As we soon to wrap up here, I do want to get some time to make a quick shout out. As you can see, I'm currently wearing what they call the signature shirt.
Oh, yes.
Of our upcoming line. So now that we have the time to discuss it, when this episode drops, we'll be a few weeks out from myself and Blackout the Rebel's birthday. Myself,
Corey's gang.
you know it. when it comes to merch, we didn't know what we wanted to do the first time out. We kind of got stuck with the idea of we just slap the logo on there and go from there. But what I want to do is something a little bit different that not only makes sure that the brand stands out, but also kind of gives the idea of all of our roots of how we like working with other creatives. Blackout the Rebel during his time with WVMR and Darkside Radio. There's a lot of different artists that he had on his show. A lot of different business, a lot of different entrepreneurs that came on the show. So it just made sense. Same thing goes when doing voices of music. Or the same thing goes with Yano when he's doing Swiss visuals and working with businesses and up-and-coming artists. This was a no-brainer because it basically was someone I've known for a short time on social media, Cass, I met off of Threads, of all things. We just decided to just have this friendship built off of our love for, of all things, y'all don't judge me, but I was a Twilight fan when I was coming up. I was kind of forced to watch the books, but I read the books because during the time it was out, if I'm mistaken, I was in high school transition to college, and it was actually something a part of my school.
Yeah.
So I had to watch it. I got into it, and
I feel bad for your school.
Listen, the same thing happened to my love for Harry Potter as well. But that's
they tried to force that on me too. I skipped right over that shit.
I can't with you. But that's neither here nor there. What ended up happening was we built this friendship to where I realized that she has very, very dope artwork. And in that artwork, we was able to come to an agreement of her drawing the logo for Bell to Bell. So introducing the K-Anime collection. Now this collection will be shirts that we sell directly through our link tree that you'll see on our Bell to Bell Instagram. So this shirt, as the one I'm wearing, is the signature t-shirt. As you can see, it has the special logo that she created. And in the back, you'll have, as you can see next to Blackout the Rebel, her actual signature, which I think is dope because you're actually walking around with this artist's legit logo that she created for the Bell to Bell podcast. There's also
like the QVC commercial,
right? But on the other side, there's other versions of the shirt as well. The bold version, which is actually going to be the one that Blackout has as well. It'll be two versions, one in black, one in white, that will have this logo. But as you can see, the ultimate Bell to Bell logo, which hangs in the studio every time we record, she actually redid this logo in the version that matches the shirt. So this is not going to be the official one. You'll have an updated version. Outside of that, there's going to be a one special one that will release on his birthday as well. Pay attention to the link tree on February 7th and February 9th. That's when the shirts drop. It'll be a direct consumer, so you'll be able to purchase directly on Linktree. But shout out to Cass. This is going to be really dope. Nice little collaboration we're going to do for, we're going to say like a month or two until we move into our next collection. But those shirts will be available on the website. Men's and women's available. I'm going to work on kids' sizes as well because my daughter wants one. My mom already wants one. But again, we're going to do this with several different creatives. If you're interested in collaborating with us, please reach out. But Blackout, as we wrap up, sir, you have anything going on?
Whirlwind, Universal Whirlwind. Shout out to my man, The Rebel. Just The Rebel, not Blackout, not Nova, not none of that. That's my brother. Knew him for damn near about 15 years now.
Wow.
Just trying to network on Twitter back in the days. Came across him, like we have the same rap last name, so we just got to stick together. He had a radio show at the time. He was gracious enough to put my song along with my friends Street Fleet. Shout outs to them. He put our song on the radio, and we just been chilling pretty much ever since. Time passes, you lose information, lose contact, change numbers. He found me randomly a couple of weeks ago and was like, "Yo, man, I didn't even know you was into wrestling. Let's run it back. I'm actually into wrestling." So we started talking, chopping it up. Nice. So now, whenever I say we got some business to discuss, where you might see us out in Texas, you might see us out in Kansas, you might see us out in Detroit. That's why. So shouts to him. We're gonna be doing a lot of business. So this is his line. This is his shirt. If you guys are interested and you guys like this, I will post the link so you guys can check it out and you guys can support. Yeah.
Social media and got anything coming up?
Aside from that watch party that we have for the Royal Rumble,
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm hoping this episode will be out right before it actually happens. But I'll share the information with you now. The official Royal Rumble watch party is going down, hosted by Subway Mania, Saturday, January 31st. As you know, Royal Rumble's in Saudi this year, so that means we get afternoon wraps. So it'll actually be happening at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is going to be the pre-show. The actual Royal Rumble is going to be at 2 p.m. So from 2 to 7, we'll be at this watch party that's happening at 126 Bedford Avenue in Brooklyn. There's going to be cosplayers. There's going to be a video game tournament, supposedly. Food and drink is going to be given. Shout out to like a good amount of people that we've met in 2025 that myself and Blackout all got told that they're going to be there. So it's going to be dope. So myself, Blackout the Rebel, and Yano is going to be there. We're going to have the camera out. We're going to do maybe some interviews. Who knows? But pull up, get to know us. Maybe get some business going, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Social media, sir?
So, Blackout the Rebel, Jackal of all trades, BOK Out the Rebel is the Instagram, Blackout the Rebel is the TikTok. What the Heart Wants, my book, available on Amazon.
Yes,
the audio book is available. I'm going to post the link for that as well. That just came out. The album, What the Heart Wants, is available. It's in my link tree. Every single week, I'm going to be releasing a new instrumental. I am a producer, so if you're an artist and you're looking to get some more beats, you want to work on a project, or you're a wrestler and need a new entrance, I'm your guy. Hit me up. Let's do that. Other than that, nah, I'm chilling. I think that's pretty much it.
What he forgets to mention is the fact that he also has an interview coming up soon.
Oh shit, my bad. Yes, that is true.
Video release soon. Blackout the Rebel will be on Yano's World. We keep everything in house here.
Yes.
He'll be interviewed by Yano, our illustrious producers of Swiss Visuals. That'll be season 2. He'll be the debut of season 2, episode 1.
Yes.
Will be with Blackout the Rebel.
Yes, that is correct.
They'll be discussing his book, of course, his music, his beats, and I'm pretty sure they'll probably discuss Bell the podcast as well. But yeah, that that episode, keep it locked to Swiss Visuals YouTube channel to get Yano's World. It'll probably be reshared on Bell the Bell podcast, YouTube as well. Yes, it can be shared on Bell the Bell podcast. So yeah, you'll see it up there soon. Myself, Make the Call at Make the Call CAUL on Instagram, all social media. But as I always say, don't follow me. Follow Bell the Bell. Bell the number 2 Bell podcast on Instagram. On that Instagram is our link tree. That link tree has everything else: the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Kick, the Twitch channel. What else did we have started recently? Oh, the Blue Sky that I started recently. We literally on every social media. There's no way you cannot reach the Bell to Bell podcast because, again, as Blackout the Rebel says, there is no other wrestling podcast doing it like the way we do. So, yeah, I love this, man. I want to say, shout out to Say Park, who also chimed in.
Oh, nice.
Say
What's
Park
up, Say? How you
chimed
been?
in on my Instagram recently. I think I may actually reach out to him for an interview.
He's into wrestling?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, dope. Yo, Say, pull up, man.
Yeah.
Here we go way back.
Yeah, I think I may have reached out. Keep it locked here. I'll get information to y'all. But in the meantime, you guess we can close up the way we always close up, sir?
Something like that.
Something like, yeah! This has been
Bell to Bell. Yeah. Hold on. New year, we gotta do things a little bit differently.
as the smoke clears up the room.
For those of you who have wrestling podcasts, this one goes out to you. We are Bell to Bell.
Yeah.
We're better than them.
Yeah.
And they know it.
Really?
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.